look at daylight and can see, and the clouds are moving like 90 miles an hour up there. I forgot to get you a shot of the creek in the daylight yesterday. Yeah, it's there. It's got a long ways to go before it gets too full. Well, there's our kind of sunrise. Figured I'd get that for you. And I see we didn't get any snow like they were saying, but then they, last minute, oh, you might not get any. And it was supposed to be 27 degrees. Well, I'll let them say that we actually had 31 degrees, but we didn't get lower than that, I don't think. So like the little breeze that's here this morning takes it a wee bit lower than that for feel. And it did rain a little more last night. My weather station is off 12 hours, so when you hit the end of the month, well, it still says it's yesterday until noon today. And it's at about 7.5 inches. So that's what I'm going to write down for the month. Bet you if memory serves, that's about half what we had last November. Oh yeah, hey, happy December 1st. Now let's see what kind of trouble we get into today. If it decides to stay like this, there's some stuff we can get done. Although, yeah, not sure anybody's really feeling like being out in it. One reason I'm headed for the warm spot. Other reason, do a quick cleanup on the smoker because we got that one more batch. And maybe get it going and get it over with. Just lit it. Of course, didn't want to lit it with the igniter. Didn't want to yesterday either, but it's burning fine. Put the chips in earlier. They got a little chance to soak. There's the last two in a little bit. And there's tonight's dinner on top. Well, and the second one down. Figured smoke those now. Kind of looks like Ty got the one folded on there. Maybe not. Smoke those now and pan fry them later and see how that works out. So we'll be done today. And I gotta teach Thailand how to close this. Because see the spring? Yeah, it's supposed to go in and catch the catch. I guess there isn't really a catch, but she's been wedging it right there where it's bent now. And it doesn't want to open. Anyway, there it is. I'll walk away from it for a while, see what happens. Yeah, I made it back in here for that. She just got back in here too. We fed bales. Kind of needed to do that. It was starting to rain, figured it was going to go sideways. What video? Oh, you got some video? So you got some video, so I'll throw that in here somewhere. We were just discussing because when I parked the tractor, I stopped off and grabbed some of that jerky that was done. Yes, it does look great. A lot of it really looks good.
Okay, in my defense, first time doing it, A, by myself. B, I'm hardly ever around when Dad actually seasons it, so that's my defense.
I just kind of gave her one of them recipes online and says, follow this, and you know what else we put
Which
in.
I did.
And she did.
But the problem with that one was there was too much liquid, even though that's what it called for the same amount of meat that I used.
Yeah, too many things want a lot of liquid.
So.
Anyway, I grabbed a couple chunks. And, I've grabbed the ones that were more burnt as they've come off, and they taste like jerky. More. I mean, they're not the best I've ever done. But the ones that are done to the point where they look like they should be done, and they're good. They're cooked all the way through. But it's very well seasoned hamburger. That's what we'll call it. I mean, the stuff that actually got a little charred, it's a lot better, but it still isn't what I'm used to making. So, note for next time, I think we're going to double what she used for salt. And I think it needs a little more sweetness, and I like to use honey rather than sugar.
Which I did.
It's less of a mess. A lot of times I'll mix honey and a little bit of brown sugar, but
Which I did.
anyway, next time we're going to do it a little different. We just got to remember to do it different next time. That's our thoughts on that. Like I said, it's good. It's just that it's not the jerky I expect. I was a little slow. Ladies wouldn't move for me at all. Blue came in and they're all going in. Good boy, Blue. Finish. Easy. Good boy, Blue. That's enough. Now I just gotta make my way over and shut that gate. Well, he hopefully just keeps him in there. Unless I'm lucky and he actually gets them all to the other end. Because so far it's not doing anything. The weather's somewhat okay. And yeah, that's a cold start on the skid steer. I really wish she was down here right now helping me with this, because I can't hardly walk in here. And I still got to get around to shut this gate so they don't all go out. Some of them have figured out there's grain in the feeder, but they haven't gone around the corner into the lockups yet. Yay. So anyway, Blue's doing good at helping me so far. Hey, you got to relieve when you can relieve, right? He holds about 20 gallons. It's amazing. I might see if he'll finish running them up there. See how lucky I get. And yes, literally 30 seconds later, he had to make about 4 or 5 trips around them, but that worked out quite nicely because I didn't have to shut that other gate. I know she's not going to get all this done today, and I'm 99.9% sure I'm not going to get the tractor going. Yeah, I'm closing the gate on you, girl. You notice this gate, I know some of you have seen it, that deal to the latch. That's because we're a different distance here than we are when it's over there at the end of the feeder. So it pulls out, pulled all the way out, clicks in perfect over there, shoved all the way in, perfect here. And there is not room for all of them, but enough. And if you remember when we cleaned the calf barn, I came in the center section here, and I actually made it up to the post the gate right there's hanging on. But, you know, they've shoved more in here, plus they've been in here. Oh, that worked out. I'm glad. And Ty's going to find out what it's like this time of year to get through all that and get in here and then still actually move in here. Because what's underneath this is slicker than shit. So, anyway, I'm going to go open the gates up for her. She's around getting the bucket back on. It's not deep here, is it? No, not at all. Really should clean part of the lot again, but once you get down here, it's pretty good. It's mainly just right here. And a lot of that, they drag manure out. She's just going to have to start scooping in here somewhere. But Blue is a good boy. Yes, Blue's a good boy. Well, took him till he's, what, 8 years old to listen. 7 years old, I think. If Rainey's 10, he should be 7. They're 3 years younger, I believe. And that's all going to go in here for now. Because there ain't no way we're getting out there. Well, we can, but yeah, we don't need that big a mess. Had to give her a little pep talk. Told her what to do there. She's going to get, I don't know, maybe out to that corner post where the poly wire is cleaned up. It's hard to get a scoop in there. And right where her front tires is where the transition is from the concrete chunks that are buried. And the partial load of concrete that's right where that hole is going in. Once she gets past that, then there's a freaking hole that we've got full of rock. Got to be careful not to dig it out. But and I can't see the screen. I'm just pointing the phone that direction. And she's got red right against the front tire on the other side. He's crazy that way. He will follow her. So she got started on that, and it's almost time for me to go back and check that jerky. It might be time to turn it over. I don't know yet. And those steaks. I told Becky I was going to smoke them and then she can pan fry them tonight. See how that turns out. I mean, if I was going to be smoking this evening, I'd just smoke them, but... And she's cruising all the way through. I hope she just dumped out where I told her to. I think she stopped short. I'm really, really sure she stopped short. That's going to screw her up. Oh, no, she didn't. It's over here. Okay. I told her to start out about where the pile made it to before. Because otherwise it screws us up in here later. And if we can get out, if we get froze like they keep saying we're going to and we haven't yet, really all I got to do is move the hoe out of the way. I can run the skid steer back and forth and load out there, but yeah, it'd be nicer to have those 2 creep feeders out of the way. Wish somebody'd come along and buy them. They've been advertised all frickin' summer. Had 4 or 5 people. Oh, what are their dimensions? Well, that'll fit on my trailer. Well, great. Come get it. That hasn't happened yet. Oh, anywho, I'll bring you back for something. Maybe I'll show you some more jerky. Maybe I'll show you some nicely smoked steaks. I don't know. We'll see. Now, the video is already too long. You probably won't get anything in the afternoon. Ty's still out there going back and forth. I just loaded up the chips again. And I just turned all these over. The back ones are done. But the other side still needs a little. So give them a little more here. A couple of these smaller ones here are basically done. They were back in that corner. The back ones are basically done, but they still need something on the other side. And I was wondering the other day why this one was going in funny, because this one's upside down. I wanted to show you. It's kind of boggling me because those strips there, they haven't got a whole lot to them, and usually the back gets really well. Look how good that steak looks on the top. Yeah, buddy. I think I'm going to leave her running for a while with these steaks after the jerky's done. Because I haven't flipped the steaks yet. I think they need a little more char on that side. Because they ain't got any really. It looks like they're soaking the smoke in on the top though. So, anyway. Figured I'd show you that. I just took the steaks off after lunch. Doesn't that look good? Yum. Well, she's actually cruising right along pretty good. Just took an hour off for lunch and get warmed up. That's kind of what I do as part of it. If you can't get a good scoop over here, put it on the wall and push against the wall. So that's what she's doing. And she's got this down up to here. The bitch about the way this barn is, this first section's got a little lean to it. You can't really get in the way she did down there very well. So what I always do if we're coming from that way is I get the center opened up, at least to that gate. And usually they're not in the way and I can go to the other feeder. And I come in that end and work my way around or get a hole here and I can work both ways. Because against the back of that feeder over there is a little slanted too, but they get you on the level up here. You're doing a pretty good job. First time I've been in here to see. Like I said, she wants me to cram these girls over, which they may not want to do that. But they're going to have to. We get that much done and they're just going to have a shitty floor tonight. Because there's no way she's going to get that lower section done too. And tomorrow, if it's not frickin' raining, we'll just put them on the other side of that wall outside. They just won't have any water, but, you know, it won't be that long either because we'll have most of it done. Well, Ty's still cleaning. That piece right there. There's nowhere to put it if it's not on the end of the hose, except lay it there and hope it stays. And I need to make another one. The hose has a ring end on it. And that one gets us to the hooks. But I need to go to a T, so I still got to make another one like that, but to a T. So, there we go. I just painted it, so I'm not going to put it on yet. But that's out of the way. And yes, it'll fit past this. That's 4-inch pipe, it'll fit. I really probably should make another one, because we got another piece we use down in the bottom when we're down there. It's just an adapter from 3 to 4, but I think that'll do it for now. And I haven't been able to get a hold of Tom today, so I don't know if he got the part done. Yay! So, hey, hope y'all had a good Thursday, and hope everybody has a great Friday. And hopefully I'll have the part for this tomorrow, and maybe while Ty finishes laying in the manure, I can get this damn thing together most of the way. I ain't putting that turbine back on by myself. But I can get this thing out of here, and I have gotten a bunch of little things. You can't tell it, but I got a bunch of little things sorted through and put away today. Made a spot on the bench to throw more stuff on the bench, you know, little things like that. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. And it's actually been a pretty good day. Not much sunlight now, but it hasn't rained all day, not since the sun come up. A little breezy out there and cold, but you know, that's better than being sopping wet.